Hello everybody, what is up, Proptos here, and today we're going to be talking about the PS4 Slim and the PS4 Pro. And should you buy them, or should you just stick with your base model? Let's go ahead and look into it. So, of course, we didn't really need any confirmation because we already knew, but boom, PS4 Slim finally came out. And it looks pretty nice. Looks like they literally just shaved off like a good chunk of it, which is kind of cool. It does 4K video streaming. Basically, looks pretty nice. They gotten rid of that whole top half, which was like a fingerprint and scratch freaking magnet. Which, yeah, not too much, but yeah, I actually scratched mine pretty early on when I got it, so that kind of sucked. But yeah, so for the most part, it's pretty much the same, except for it's smaller. I think actually it should, I believe, come with a 1 terabyte hard drive, which is nice because 500 gigs is nowhere near enough. And yeah, I haven't went around to actually trying to upgrade mine, so I've just been having to delete stuff, manage it accordingly to what games I play. But yeah, so that's all seems kind of cool, but the real big one is the PS4 Pro. Well, actually, no, I forgot to mention, for some weird reason on the PS4 Slim, they decided to remove the optical audio. Don't know why. I'll be showing pictures around, somewhere around this vicinal area. But yeah, so for some reason, they took out the optical audio on the PS4 Slim. For what reason, I don't know. I don't know, personally, I just use HDMI. I don't actually bother using any fancy audio plugs, but for people who did use it, probably gonna want to keep the space model if they wanna, if they don't feel like upgrading. But on to the PS4 Pro, this is where the Neo is actually, I don't even know, I kind of like the Neo. It reminds me of something from the Matrix or something. But yeah, so for the most part, it looks like they got like the top half of a regular PS4 just like stacked on top. I think it's like 2 centimeters thicker or so, but yeah, so I was like, huh, that's a weird design. Of course, it is also matte finish, comes with 1 terabyte hard drive. I believe for the teraflops, it got upgraded from 1.84 to 4.2, so that's a pretty significant jump. That's pretty nice, even though, like, I don't know if this source is correct, but I believe the Xbox Scorpio was supposed to have 6 teraflops, which is so, then, ugh, that kind of sucks. But yeah, so, along with that, they basically, yeah, of course, it's going to be upscaling games in the 4K resolution. The processor is, for some reason, still the exact same one as that's in the current PS4, which I don't understand. It's like, well, why don't you have upgraded the processor? And as far as I know, I believe this gig, I think it's like, what, 8 gigs or so? It's the same amount of RAM as before, so I'm like, huh, you thought you would have, I don't know, maybe gone off a faster processor. But according to other sources, that it's supposed to be a better model processor that it actually runs faster, but we don't have any specifications from Sony as to what the clock speed is on it. So, I don't know, we'll have to see. But some big gripes a lot of people have been having is like, alright, you know what, this is cool, this all sounds nice, but the only problem is they're now saying, oh yeah, they'll do upscaling, but one sucky part is like you got 4K for your like Netflix, your streaming apps, YouTube, whatever services have that pay 4K available. But if you want to get a 4K DVD or play Blu-ray HD, guess what? You can't play that natively. You can't play that from a disc, which I kind of goes like, that doesn't even freaking make sense. The Xbox One S can already do that, so why would you talk about all this 4K goodness on the PS4 Pro and not have it play 4K? That just doesn't freaking make sense. And they're trying to sit there and go like, oh, it's going to be the best PS4 ever, it's going to be the most powerful, do 4K. And I'm just thinking,
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, so, I don't know. So I mean, it seems nice. It's still only $399, which is actually what I bought mine at launch for. And then the Slim's actually launching at $299, which that's a fair price. That's actually fine. That's actually what, yeah, when the PS3, Xbox 360 started going down, they started hitting that $300 mark, which is cool. That's nice. But the only thing is, like, with the Slim, it's like, is there any real reason to upgrade to it? I mean, all the PS4 models are getting the 4K patch, so I think they can at least stream, so that's kind of cool. That's if you have a 4K TV. It's like this thing right here, that's not even 4K, that's just 1080p, 120 Hz. Looks perfectly fine, so I don't actually have a reason to want to update to that, but I don't know, just like, I don't see the reason why they announced those two at the same time. They should have announced the Slim way before they even talked about the Pro, because you're like, hey look, you got the Slim model, then you got the Pro model. It's like, well, why am I going to buy the Slim? it's pretty much might as well just wait. Like, I believe it's November 10th it's coming out, if I'm correct. And it's like, why don't I just spend $100 more and get the one that has 4.2 teraflops and a freaking, well, but you know, both have a terabyte. But yeah, so the other one's got to run upscale stuff at 4K, make the graphics look sharper, and I believe actually, so basically all the games that are coming out for PS4 Pro, it's not two separate games. They're all going to run on all the consoles, just developers are getting an option to put in a base model PS4 and then a PS4 Pro mode, which basically makes all the games look more sharper and crisp. Resolution looks so nice. But yeah, but the only thing is I'm just kind of worried because like it really seems like the tables are kind of turning. Because when the consoles first launched, like we all know, Xbox One was the one that was like, ooh, that's overpriced. PS4 is $100 cheaper. Oh, PS4 can run at 1080p 60 frames. What? Xbox One can't even do that? What's going on? PS4 is a stronger console. But if everything's going true, then basically the Xbox One Scorpio is kind of sounding like it's going to be far more powerful and it's going to kind of outbeat the PS4 in terms of specs. So that's kind of concerning. I'm just like, dang it, I can't talk shit anymore. I mean, I love both consoles, don't get me wrong, but before I was like, yeah, look at this, yo, freaking Xbox One can't even do this. Now it's gonna be like, ha, guess what? PS4 Pro can't even do this. But yeah, so yeah, let me know what your guys' comments are on the PS4 Pro below. I mean, yeah, it's cool. I might, if they ever did a deal like, hey, trade it in, you'll get PS4 Pro for only $200. Like, yeah, that'd be a cool deal. But I don't know. For me, I'm not really fully convinced that it's something I actually need because I don't have a 4K TV. The main one I game on in my room, God, it's an old freaking LG that's only 720p. So I mean, I'm not gonna really notice any of the differences unless they have some really good features that are actually gonna make me want this. Another, forgot to mention, one thing they did add onto the back is a USB 3.0. And I apologize for the noise outside. Got tons of kids running around crazy. It's Sunday, so yeah. But yeah, so I'm just wondering, is like, what is a USB 3.0 for? None of the peripherals use it. The only speculation is right now is that it's going to be for the PlayStation VR headset, which would make sense. Or if Sony wants to be freaking awesome, maybe be like Xbox and let us use an external storage to hold all our stuff. That would be pretty cool. I would love to have an external hard drive, be able to actually have all my games downloaded at one time instead of like, okay, well, I'm going to delete this one since I'm going to be playing this one more, and then later I'll just re-download it again. So I don't know, that would kind of hopeful thinking. Hopeful? I don't know, we'll see. Alright, so that's about all I have on the subject. So, do I recommend you upgrading to the Pro? I can't honestly say. That's more of your discretion. I need to see more on it. I need to see reviews, need to see exactly how far the stuff can push it and how it's going to look before it's even going to remotely seem worth it to me. So as of right now, I just say, keep your PS4, regular PS4 for now. It's going to do pretty much the same thing. Only probably plus side to the Slim is that maybe it's probably not going to overheat as much, probably going to have better heat sinks, and it'll do a lot better at the temperatures. But that's about it. Like I said, let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. Be sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button. If you like this, hit that share button too. That's all I have, and thank you for watching.